Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to Spring Forest Qigong, the energy reading for the year 2023. Wow, time really goes fast. I'm just so happy to see you, and I believe so many of you have been with me for so long, and thank you so very much for taking your time joining me today to allow me to share the energy reading for the year of 2023. And for our new friends, welcome to Spring Forest Qigong community. And so every year we have been doing this energy reading for the new year for quite a few years. And a lot of people said the information I share with the people has been very helpful for their guidance, for their health, and for their business practice, and many other areas. So what here, and no matter what I'm going to share with you, that's my personal reading. And of course, you can use this information to help you to adjust the energy in your home and give you some ideas and what kind of energy in the world this year will look like, and what direction you should travel, which will give you a better support for better entertainment and better energy and safety. So today, what I'm going to talk about is the overall the energy of the year in the world. And then secondly, and then I will talk about the energy in your home, how to navigate the energy in your home so that you can have a life filled with abundance for the year. Sounds good? All right, let's begin. Now, every year when I do the energy reading of the year, I fast, and then I do meditation. I ask the universe to support me on what kind of messages the universe would like me to share with the world, with my friends, you. So this is what I saw about 3 weeks ago in my meditation. I saw this image of the Big Dipper. The 4 stars are tingling and moving, trembling. And the other 3 stars, it's still shining, but kind of quiet. So after I came out from the meditation, of course, I asked the universe to support me, asked my master to support me with more information. And what this meant about the year of the energy in the world. So this is what I got. The first thought that indicates in this year the world will have more conflicts and wars. So that is the energy tingling, especially in the northern hemisphere of the world, the northern part. When you look at the map, and so pretty soon we're going to get into, I will give you the feng shui map, the energy map. The second star that indicates we are very possibly, very probable, lots of probability that we are going to get natural disasters, like these natural disasters and man-made disasters. This involves with the winds, like hurricanes, typhoon, and tornado, and that kind of things, and earthquakes, and then volcanoes. And the man-made disasters, like water structures, like any water structure, so for instance, like reservoirs, etc., and the structures on Earth, like with the soil, and maybe the bridge, and also the buildings, and etc., and virus that harms people, and especially the food poisoning. And this year, the energy is kind of strong. And when you travel, so when we come to that part, we'll talk a little bit more about that. And then the third starts tingling and sparkling. Now, so pay attention to this, all right? I share this information. The universe tells us each year the energy is different. And it doesn't mean, this year everything will go wrong. No, that means this energy intends to go, intends to have like a more events or things related to those things. Of course, this is what the message the universe gives to us. That means the universe tells us we need to do something so we can balance it. So this is very, very important. And you don't say, have that image in your mind, so, wow, this is so terrible, I don't know what I'm going to do. No, that is not the meaning what I'm going to share with you, what I'm sharing with you. And it tells you this is possibly there's an energy like that making inconvenience in our life. So we can always find a way to balance it. So I will share with you the ways. Sounds good? All right. And then the other thing is, this is a very, very interesting when we finish this. And so the third start, it means we have challenges with economics and finance and etc. globally. It is not just like in your town, it's all over the world. And this is going to happen. Like people will have more kind of intense to have more opportunities in experience the economic challenges and job losses and investment challenges, and because this year is also the year and the energy in the hemisphere is going to have a big shift. A big shift. I mean, when I say this year, I mean this coming year, not 2022. I'm talking about 2023. Just in case, when I use this this year, then to share something with you, and if mistakenly, I use that, I mean the year 2023. All right, I want to make that clear to you. So this is the third star indicates this information to us. Wow, so long behold, this is the power of the universe. It's always a yin and yang. So when there's something negative in the universe, it's going to happen, has an energy impact our earth, and there's always a positive energy too. And this year, now the fourth star, right in the middle, balancing all these 7 stars, is like unconditional love to balance all the energy. The unconditional love energy is so strong this year. And this is the energy we are going to connect with our soul, connect with our heart, to activate the energy, to receive the energy, receive the abundance from the universe, to help us to balance the negative energy, which might cause inconvenience or even harm our life. So this is the overall basic information of the year on the planet. Now, so what we're going to do? I will put this. This is the world map. And then according to the flying stars, so I'm going to map it out. What part of the world the energy needs to be paid attention to, and for safety, for avoiding conflicts, and what part of the world which has the energy of prosperity and something positive. So here we go. Now, when I put the one in the green color, that means the energy is good for us to associate with, helping us with the prosperity, with our health, and with our career and job and education, etc., and investment, right? Then the one with the red color, that means that part of the energy in the world you need to pay attention to. So first of all, the north side of the world. So I'll go back a little bit, right? The north side. Okay, okay, can you see the map here? Yeah, okay, beautiful. So the north side of the world, the energy is very good for prosperity. And the middle, like in Asia, the countries in Asia and South, Australia, hey, finally, Australia, the energy is coming back. Then the west part, like the Middle East, and part of like Africa, so then South, and like Africa, and so these sides and corners of the world, the energy is pretty good for traveling, for the business growth, prosperity. And the part we need to be careful. When I say you need to be careful, it don't mean you're not going to travel there. You're not going to do business in that part of the world, right? And that means when you do business in those parts of the world with the red color, or when you travel to those areas, you need to be cautious. That's what I mean. Got it? All right. So the first part this year, the negative energy is the strongest, which is not in favor of our the business activities. Traveling is in the east side of the world, and then the second part is the northwest, and in these two parts will have more that kind of energy attracting the energy of wars and conflicts, and especially this something involved with people's conflicts with the wars. So pay attention to that. And then the northeast and the southeast it's okay. There's still some intention that the energy could go wrong in that part of the body, in part of the world. And interesting enough, there's a positive energy is also growing in these two corners. So balancing that negative energy out by itself, as there's a little bumpy conflicts, but not that intense. The two sides, the two parts of the world, the east side, that's the part the energy this year, and the negative energy is the strongest. And then the northwest, that's the second. So, and the northwest, like European countries, will involve with more wars. So that part, when we travel to that direction, when we do business in that direction, we should pay greater attention to. Right? You need to rethink, and before you take action. Okay, and also according to the I Ching reading, so this year, this is the pattern of the energy year by year. Our ancestors, Chinese ancestors, had already mapped it out, and there's a pattern flow, and this year, the energy which is in our favor is the wood energy and the fire energy. And the energy is not in our best favor. It's the water energy, the soil, the earth energy, and the metal energy. So what does that mean? So according to this map, well, there is something I'd like to share with you. So from the business perspective, and this year, education, anything involved with the education, the business is great. And healing, anything to do with the healing with the medicine, and especially healing people's emotions in that area, and it's the strongest. And leadership development, so anything you can give people a coach to help people with the leadership, and so that is also strong too. And spirituality, so you see the fourth star shining, tingling, right? So that indicates the spirituality, this energy is very strong. So anything involved with the spirituality, so people will have that natural magnet to attract people to you. So now you can pay attention, you can take advantage of that. For instance, whatever business you are doing, if you can involve with the spirituality inside, that will help you to increase your attraction, to invite more prosperity and wealth to come to you. That's number one. Number two is the fire energy. Fire energy has something to do with technology, and creativity, and energy business, like electricity, and solar energy, oils, green energy, whatever, something to do with the energy. And this year, the energy is stronger. And the energy is not that strong. There's the earth energy, the water energy, and the metal energy. What does metal energy include? The metal energy includes economics, finance, and money, market, and business, trading, and etc. This has something to do with the water. So as you know, and in the past years, in this area, in all of the world, countries, continents, there's a lot of conflicts, and we are still getting the ripple effect from that. I think that's very easily understand. Then the earth energy relates to, of course, anything with the soil, and you know what immediately you can imagine, right? Like real estate, and this year the energy is not the best, and anything involved with the construction, like a road construction, building houses, and the energy is not the best for business. And then the metal energy is involves with the hardware business, anything with any business related to metal, and banking is also part of the metal energy, and like a job, and that's also part of that metal energy too. So that means in this year, the people will possibly experience more inconvenience or conflicts so with the banking, with a job, and with a financial income, and if people are doing money marketing thing and anything involved with that, and you need to be a little bit more cautious. And so there's some month the energy is some months the energy are pretty good, and some months the energy is not that good. So I'm going to tell you those months which you, when you do business, when you travel, you can consider to take this time to travel and do business. The months are in favor of your business, of your investment, and etc. It's a February, May, June, September, October, and November. So I'm going to repeat: February, May, June, September, October, November. So these are the months, the energy, the positive energy for prosperity, for health, for business development, and so the energy can support you better. And the energy, the month which has more negative energy, and you try to avoid, you say January, March, April, and August, and December. So I repeat: January, March, April, August, and December. So these 5 months, the energy is not stable. And especially in January, August, and December. These are 3 months. If you want to do investment, you want to sign contracts with the people, so you need to think, if you can avoid these months to sign a contract, for instance, right? I think that is the best. But if you have to, if you think everything is okay, and based on what you know, and so everything is in your favor, everything is clear, and you don't have any concerns, of course, go for it, right? And ask the universe to support you, and no worry, be happy. Okay. Now, so these are the energy of the world. So now, next we'll talk about the energy of the prosperity. So here I give you a map, and you can look at this map and take a picture of it. When you do business in this part of the world, so you're going to bring you have a more positive energy to support prosperity. So you see, in some, like a north side, south side, I give it 5 stars. That means the energy to help to support your prosperity is the strongest. The north side and then south side. And this also the works in your home. Your home is the miniature of the universe. And of course, your home is the miniature of the globe, of the world. So the Middle East, the West side, any countries, you can look at a map, right? So any countries in the west side, and then the southwest, and they are also pretty good too. You know? And the middle, the Asia and Asian countries, so Australia, South Africa, Middle East. So these sides and corners, the energy, it's just so strong for supporting you with your prosperity. Okay, now we come to the energy of your home. And from the bigger picture, now going to your home. How can I navigate the energy in my home so that in this year, in this coming year, we're going to have a fabulous year. And I got a lot of messages from Spring Forest Qigong community, my students and my friends. They told me, wow, by following your basic guidance, I did this and this in my home, so this year, and I went through everything so peacefully. And even there's some conflicts popped up, I can easily master that situation. It's not like before. I'm just so intense and so anxious, and I don't know what to do. So now, when I do the things like what you basically share with us, and even I don't have any those major conflicts I usually have year by year before. So I say, well, that's the purpose why we're here, right? Everything is about energy, about qi. So you balance the energy, you balance the qi, and then so you bring harmony to the house, to your home. And when harmony stays, of course, you can think clearly, you can act in time, and you can respond in time, and you can find the wisdom from your heart. Especially this year, the wisdom energy is very powerful. And the universe supports us with that. The fourth star in the Big Dipper, that indicates wisdom energy, spirituality, and unconditional love. That's what we need, right? Okay. Now, so when I talk about the energy in your home, now this is the same chart of the universe of the world, and here when I say the energy is not strong, the energy is weak, so what I mean is that part of energy that part of the house, the energy could be a very supportive, or more supportive for prosperity, for your health, for your investment, for your business conduction. And now the red part of the energy, so the energy is not that strongly could support you with the prosperity. So you need to do something to balance it out so that you activate the energy in that part and you change the negative energy into positive energy to support you. So you understand that? All right? Very good. So it doesn't mean so this energy is just, this part of my house is so scary, so I'm not going to even walk in that part of the house, and I even don't allow my dog to stay there. No, that is not the case. I want you to really, really hear it. Okay, so the energy in your home. Now, as you know, and now the prosperity part of the energy in your home. And then you can take this, you can download this map, right? Or take a picture, Photoshop it, use a camera, and so you can go to your home. And nowadays, our cell phone has the compass, right? You just turn on the cell phone and hit the compass icon, and then you stand in the middle of your house. For instance, you have this is your house. You stand right over here in the middle, and then you can see And where's the north side, where's the south side, where's the west and east, and northwest, and northeast, and southeast, southwest. And you map it out. And now you can take some actions, something very simple actions. You can strengthen the good energy, the positive energy, to give you even better support for your health, for your practice, for Qigong practice, and for your business, and etc. And then you do something to help to balance that energy, which is not in your best favor, not in your best support. You can balance it out and transform it into something positive to help you. Sounds good? All right? So, okay. Now, when you talk about the energy, the home energy, so the first thing is you pay attention to is you know the energy associated to different family members in your family. So the northwest, that's the father or grandfather or the business owner, right? And the north, that's the middle son or sons. If you have 5 children and they're all boys, then so in the middle 4 boys, right? That's what I mean. The middle sons. Northeast, that's the youngest son. Right? No, this is a mistake. I'm sorry. East, oldest son, and southeast, that's the oldest daughter, and south, that's the middle daughters, and then southwest, that's the mother and the grandmother, and west, that's the youngest daughter. That energy associated with. So, for instance, let's talk about the father. Now, now when I talk about this, this only talks about the people who are living in that household, in that home. So if you might, so just like me, right? I'm a father. I'm the oldest son. So what should I do, right? Then that's the father part, because I already separate away from my parents, living independently with my own family. So that doesn't account the energy with the oldest son anymore. It might have a little bit effect, but not that much. Let's say 98%, 99%. So that I belong to this household. It belongs to this home. Got it? All right. So, this year the corner northwest is not in favor of father or if a grandpa living together with you, so of course grandpa. And so what should we do? Don't worry, I will share with you just in a few minutes. And then the second part, the energy is not in the favor is the youngest son. The youngest son. And so the energy. If you have like 3 sons, the youngest son, and this year the energy is not in his favor. What does that mean? That means he has, when he gets sick, like with the flu, usually it takes him like 3 days to recover. But this year, it might take him like 6 days, 7 days to recover. You understand what I mean? Because the energy is not in favor of the youngest son for faster and more complete healing. And business, the same thing, right? And then the east side, the oldest son, if you have an oldest son in your home, so that this year, if he goes to college and he goes to high school, so he will have a more opportunity to get injuries, and because that kind of energy hanging in the house. And of course, if your oldest son already has his own family living in his own household, no, that doesn't count, right? But if he still lives with you, or even he is in college, but he still belongs to the house, every spring break and holidays, and he will come back here, and so that still counts, and until he has his own family, he has his own house, and then the southeast, that's the oldest daughter, and so these three corners and one side, and now the energy is not favored with these family members. Now the energy, which is very good to support the family members, excuse me, and that is like the middle of first of all the north, right? The north side, prosperity and health and relationship harmony, right? So and the middle of the house and the south side for the middle daughters, and southwest, mother and grandmother. Last year, so mother and grandmother's that side, the energy was not in favor with them. And this year, finally, right? And now the energy is in their favor. This is the power of the universe. Nothing will be forever positive or negative. There's always a change. And then the west side, the youngest daughter, the energy is very, very good for this year. So now this is about the members. And if you have a family member, you have 5 kids, then you can use this map and see which member, like the youngest daughter or your oldest son, so and that's the energy in the house which will support or not that supportive to them, to him or her. And so then you can do something to help to navigate the energy, to help to balance the energy, or to help to enhance the energy. While talking about the energy of the house, you need to do the adjustments, for the energy, which we call it feng shui. So I'm going here to give you a few feng shui tips. And first of all, you need to strengthen the positive energy in the house, in your home. And now I already share all these different sides and corners, the energy flow in the house, in your home. You don't need to do all these parts. You only need to activate the good part. That's good enough. By activating the good parts of one or two good parts of the house, and do just one, the energy which you might attract in more negative energy, you're done. You don't have to do every side, every corner, and that will make more stress in your life. So you don't need to do that, all right? So here I highly recommend, and the first thing is that you need to pay attention to your front door. Why the front door is very important? Your garage is not your front door, right? It's like the front door. You really name it your front door, and so the south side this year is like a very strong. You see, I gave it 5 stars. So you need to strengthen this part. By strengthening this part, you can balance almost every corner and every side of the house. Now, what you do? Put a red carpet there, or anything relate to red. I mean, if this is your front door, okay, purple color, that's okay, but the best is the red. So for the north side, this is what you do, and put 6 lucky bamboos there with a vase and filled with water. Of course, you change the water every 7 days. That would be the best. How about if I forget? I change it like 2 weeks. That's okay. Good, better, best. No worry, right? And so by doing so, you can activate the energy and strengthen the energy even more. And if the front door is in the west, now this is what you do. You have a metal vase, and you can put some decoration with the flowers and etc. And put a metal vase, a good size, and not a teeny one, all right? A good size, maybe 5 inches or 1 foot tall, or bigger, a little bit smaller. So not very small, teeny one. Now, southwest, that's the mother side. If you are the mother, you also doing business over there. So you are the business owner, and here what you do, also put a metal vase, and so put it over there. So that will be so helpful. Let me see here. Yeah. Okay. And if you put a if you put a metal vase over there, and if you want to do just a little bit more, that will be even more helpful for the motherhood energy, for prosperity, and especially you own a business, no matter what kind of business you are doing, right? You put some water in, and every 7 days you change the water, and now, so these are the positive energy in the house. Now, so what should we do in the middle? The middle this year, the energy is already good. If you want to activate more energy in that part of the house or in a home, and you can put a green plant, or you put a crystal ball there. So it's almost everything you can do, or simply just don't need to do anything. By activating there's a good side or corners of the energy in the house, you already strengthen that good positive energy flow in the house for harmony, for business, for health, etc. Now, the area you need to pay attention to, and you really need to get the energy balanced. You see, the first part is the east side. And this I would highly recommend you, and you take action to do it. And the first part is the east side. If this is if this is your front door, right? If this is your front door, you can put like evergreen or green plant in this area. But if this is your bedroom, what should you do? If it is a bedroom, and generally speaking, we don't put plants, live plants in your bedroom, and instead, and so you can to put, so for this year, you can put like a white crystal ball, like about 4 inches, 4 inches, white crystal ball, or the clear crystal ball. That's what I meant, right? Not the white color. It's a clear crystal ball, and put it in your bedroom. And this pot, if I say, well, there's one thing I want to balance the negative energy in the house. I don't need to do, by balancing that one pot, everything will be okay. Now this is the pot. You have to do something. So clear crystal ball, about 4 inches, put it into your bedroom. If this is your front door, you have a green plant with a dirt, not with the water, with the dirt. A part of dirt and with a green plant. And if this part is, oh, this is my garage, so then you don't need to do too much, then here this, if this is the negative side, the energy has a more negative attraction, is the southeast. If this is your front door, right, and so now you can put some statues. If it's a bedroom, and you can also do statues or any metal statues, metal objects. And here I just give you 2 examples, right? You can put in this site. Northeast, that's the other side. And again, you see a metal vase, a metal jar, so anything, so you can put. That is if you already done this part as the feng shui navigation adjustment, and so you do one side, that's good enough. Then you don't need to do all the other parts. But one part you need to consider doing is the northwest, because that's if you are the father, then you need to do a little bit extra there. And what do you do? Metal statues, like objects, especially objects around or spiritual, like the balls, the metal balls, or purple crystal ball, purple color or clear color, a clear crystal ball. And this site you need to for this one. And if this is your office, and you can put a plant, so okay, you can okay. If this site, so you can put a plant, or you can put a purple crystal ball, and the size of the crystal ball or a metal ball, so it's just like the picture I show you. It'll be like 5 to 6 inches. You need to get a good one there, because this year the energy, the negative energy for the father is in the home. It's not in a good favor with the fathers, and decision making, mental, the mind process, and with the business or no, so anything, right? So now the next one is repel negative energy. And these are the 2 parts I already mentioned that you need to pay more attention. And I would, again, the east side, you if this possible, if I were you, I will do it, no matter what, to do something to the east side, no matter you are a woman or a man, because the energy in the house in this side. I already told you if this is a bedroom and you put the white clear crystal ball like a 4 inches. If this is a front door, and you can put a green plant with a dude, so as not the water green plant, right? And then the farther side, the northwest side, if it is an office, you put a plant, and the best is, no matter it is it's a front door or bedroom, and you put a crystal ball, a good size of crystal ball, or the statue, and metal statue, So the crystal ball or the metal ball, and that should be the size between 5 to 6 inches. So that would be the best. Here I'm telling you the best. If you say, well, if I can't find that's the big big size of a ball, I cannot find it, and how about like a 4 inches? Yeah, that's okay. Good, better, best. That's what I'm saying, right? And here I'm telling you the best, if you can afford it, especially when you do business. And that investment is worthy. It is not like you spend the money now, today, and tomorrow, after the year 2023 is over, and then you throw it away. So next year, for the years to come, as long as you still live on this planet, and you are going to use it again and again and again and again, year by year. You understand what I mean? So it is worthy to have that investment. This is a good investment, actually. Okay. Now, if you want to put a green plant, find the big leaves and thick, big leaves plant. That's the best. On harmony of the house, if you feel and in the past years you have challenges with the harmony in the house, pay attention to the southeast corner. And so what you do, I put a music box or the radio, and now so you are in Spring Forest Qigong. You know what? You can do the butterfly meditation music, or you can do the Heart Sutra, 6 words chanting music and singing over there. You don't have to turn it on all the time. Or you can turn it on, but you turn it into silence or very low volume. So have that music chanting in this area. This will help you in another layer, giving you more support. So I have friends and students to play the music in a certain year in a specific corner throughout the year. So in my office, I have the Om Mani Padme Hum chant. So on and on, day and day. This will help to condition your home. And since this year, the spiritual energy is so powerful, and the unconditional love energy and this is so powerful. And in other words, your ancestors' energy, and this energy from any directions of spirituality is so powerful, and so you can take advantage of that. So to play the Spring Forest Qigong, 6 words chant, the Heart Sutra, or the butterfly meditation, so go have the music play over here. Okay, so that will help you with more healing energy. How about that? Okay, strengthen your Qigong practice. So if I practice Qigong, if I do Qigong meditation, what should I do? Well, there's two things. Number one, so sit in this green side or corners or part of the body. I mean, of the body of your home. And so, like, if that's possible, right? And you also have a room, you have meditation, you have a living room, and so whatever it's a, and you do your qigong practice, and you can go to this part of your home. Of course, find one part. You don't need to do it all over. Today I'm in the middle, and tomorrow I'm here, and next day, I'm going to switch to a different corner or part. That's okay, but I encourage you to stay in one location and practice, and you're going to get more benefit in that way. And then once you find the location, then the direction you should face, especially you are in the process of healing your challenges, and you face south. For instance, I am for any reason, all right. If I this is the corner I can do my meditation, or I have been doing my qigong practice in the southeast corner. What should I do? Since this year the energy is not in my favor, right? So how can I navigate that? Well, you know what? This is the beauty of the universe. You face west or you face south. Then you can invite that good energy to come to help you. By doing so, you can help to balance the energy in the with the energy, negative energy in this corner. Isn't that beautiful? The same. You sit over here, you sit over here, no big deal, right? You just face west, or face north, or face south, or face southwest, to receive more feminine energy. You're facing southwest to practice your qigong meditation and 5 elements. Isn't that cool? Okay. So, so this year, because this is the last year of a big energy shift, big energy cycle shift on the planet, and there's a lot of things is unpredicted and unpredictable. That's what I meant, and the energy is unstable. So if you do so, what I share with you, and so you will have you can help to readjust the energy to support you, so you can get through this year. The coming year, and with a better energy flow. And on top of that, when you travel, and this year the traveling energy is a little bit intense, and driving your car, go out of town, visiting your friends, and etc., or even do your grocery shopping, also driving, or visiting friends in different locations of the town, or in the city, or in the country. So you need to do a little bit protection. This is I highly recommend my Spring Forest Qigong students to do so. And I got so many amazing enlightening stories. The first things that I would encourage you to do is the incense. And also in our center, we have this incense available for you. And this incense has been blessed by our healers and by myself. And there's a charge energy into it. And so like one time, there was a student of mine and took this incense and put it into the car. And that incense had been sitting in the car in the front, so above the steering wheel, there's a little place, she put it over there. She says she had put that few sticks of incense there for quite a few years. And so that day, when she stopped at the traffic light, and at the last second, when the green light on, and she just hesitated for half a second. She looked at that incense and she thought, I haven't used this incense for so long. So what should I do with this incense? And just that half a second, she did not move her car forward. You know what? There was a young man driving a car, dashing through the red light. And if she started, then she would have an accident. And I got so many amazing protection stories from the incense. People in emergency burning the incense in the deep in the valley, in the mountain areas, and no signal, the Wi-Fi, and couldn't make calls to ask ambulance, but they just burned the incense, like what I told them, and make a prayer. You know what? And some people drove by, an ambulance came by, and the people said, I don't know why I came this way, and at the last minute, I decided to take this route, and not my original route. And then here I am, so picking you guys up and bring you to hospital. Isn't that beautiful? So, you put this incense, so on the top of your fireplace or any place you feel is spiritual at home. This will become another layer of protection for you. And then the other thing is our 7 days blessing, as you know. And so I've been doing this with the Tibetan monks in the cruise, and now we do it in the monastery in the Tibetan temple in Minnesota. And so have you participated in the chant every year? Yeah. So if you haven't, so please join us on the 7 days blessing, and 7 days every day, twice a day, and I'm doing the guided meditation while the Tibetan monks chanting. In each day we have a theme, like for prosperity, for transforming karmas, and for healing challenges, and for enhancing relationship, and for I already mentioned prosperity, right? For opening your heart, for developing your spirituality, So each day we have a theme to help you in deeper level, to transform the energy, to balance the energy, and also to make a cleansing of the energy for your home through our meditation, through the chanting. And so please join us. This is and it's just like giving yourself a New Year retreat. How about that? This is a spiritual retreat for you. And so each year we have thousands of people joining us all over the world. And so, so you see the vibration is so powerful. And so we have been doing this for so many years now, and people just love it. And I believe you are going to love it too. Okay, I finished what I wanted to share with you for today about the energy of the New Year 2023. And again, this information I share with you just for your understanding of the energy of the year, and I'm not telling you, you should invest this. You should in this month you should put in your money to do your investment. So that's not what I meant. All right, and so here is the wisdom from our ancestors I share with you. You take the wisdom and see what you can make better use of this wisdom to help yourself to live a better life. If you're in the process of healing yourself, and how you can heal yourself faster. Always remember, the most powerful healing energy for prosperity, for healing, for overcome difficulties is what? You know what? Of course you know. Unconditional love. And this year, the energy is just so powerful with the unconditional love in the entire universe. Plus the 7 days blessing. And the 7 days blessing is going to enhance that spirituality, that universal unconditional love to help you at home and to transform this energy and materialize this energy to support you in every part of your life. So this is why we are here. And so thank you so very much for your unconditional love, for your energy and put together to allow everyone in the world to share. And I'm looking so forward to seeing you in 7 days blessing. And please share this information with as many people as you can. People said, I don't know what I can do for the world. So with the chaos going on in the world or in my family, what do I do? Hey, come to the 7 days blessing. In the 7 days blessing, besides what I conduct, sharing with the world, balancing the energy, then you can invite your friends and community and family in spirit sitting next to you. By doing so, and you automatically receive energy from us, from the universe, and you also can conduct this energy you receive to help your loved ones. And that's another layer of benefit you're going to get. All right, so as always, I love you and many, many blessings to you. And I wish a prosperous, a wonderful healing, and everything good is going to happen in the new year to come. Thank you.